Have you seen the worst fossil reconstruction ever?
Is it that lion?
No. Okay, so we talked about that
That's the
lion
taxidermy.
thing.
Yeah.
This
They didn't
is
know. They didn't know what a lion looked like, so you
had,
can't blame them.
they had never seen one,
They'd never seen a lion
and
before.
they're like, "Here's this pile of skin." See,
oh, dude, you can find whole books about that, like people that are taxidermying things that they didn't know what it looked like, and it's hilarious.
Yeah. This is they call it the
Magdeburg.
Magdeburg unicorn, Mageburg unicorn. It was in 1663.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
I almost said Magdeburg, but it is Magdeburg.
It was in 1663. It is a fossilized skeleton of a woolly rhinoceros.
Ooh, okay.
Discovered in Germany. This is how they reconstructed it.
What?
I can't get it all
Okay.
in one thing.
Wait,
but
what?
Well, that's definitely not right.
You got the spine. That's just an
it has
tail.
2 legs. These are definitely hip bones. I don't even know.
Yeah, those are hip bones.
Like you could.
Where
tell
would the
those are hip
stomach
bones.
go?
Hip bones
Yeah.
wouldn't go underneath the jaw.
Is
like
this
that.
some sort of
Yeah.
spine situation?
Yeah, that's definitely the whole spine of it.
And they
I
were
mean,
like,
there's a
you know
big
what?
thing.
Tail.
Do you remember when we
I
talked
mean, if
about
anything,
the
those are the back legs.
You guys remember last
What
year?
is-
We
And
talked
that
about the
horn's not
homunculus.
real. Yeah.
What?
Remember last year we talked about the homunculus?
You mean like
Yeah,
a few
yeah.
episodes
like-
ago?
Well, last year.
Yeah.
Hello, 2024. This makes me think that they saw that, like the homunculus thing, and they were like, "Oh, that's how it's supposed to look." So then they were like, "Oh, we'll just trade it off that." It was just like drawings of what they think.
They think they're missing a piece.
Oh, that's the problem.
Yeah, I think they're missing a few
that's
pieces.
what it is. They're missing the middle piece of the spine.
Dude,
That's the issue. Whoa.
The legs
the
are
comments are
so
in French.
massive. Look how big those bones
Those
are.
bones are
Oh, yeah.
ginormous.
And so they just
What is this supposed to be?
they said woolly rhinoceros.
Is that
Yeah.
a thing?
This thing's dope
That's
looking.
badass.
Yeah, dude.
I have never seen this before.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah,
I never
dude.
thought about a woolly.
I mean, it's just kind of
rhino.
like woolly mammoth.
Dude,
elephant,
ancient animals are
rhinoceros.
dope. Like a sloth bear.
sloth. I was about
which-
to say, dude, the giant sloth. That shit is
Yeah.
so cool.
I think maybe when we went to DC, we were at a place that had a sloth. Like, I don't think it was the bones, but it was like what it would have looked like,
Yeah.
statue kind of thing, and it was like 14 feet tall.
Yeah, dude, they were huge. But like going
Oh,
back
there
to like reconstruction of like bones and stuff, it is kind of funny to think if what we know of dinosaurs is like completely wrong, because I was actually just looking at something earlier. Yeah, dude, they're massive. I was looking at something earlier. It's like they took the bones of or like the head of a hippo, and it's like if you found this hippo, you would think it looked like this, and then it actually put up a picture of a hippo. And it's just like
Oh.
because like what we see from like those bones is something like super terrifying, and hippos
Oh,
are
yeah.
terrifying,
Oh,
but
they're. I mean,
they
they're
definitely
terrifying creatures,
look
but-
they look
Yeah.
like calm, you know.
Right.
They don't look
they're
like something
they're
that could
covered
kill
in-
you
They're
easily.
covered in like the fat, and they have like
Yeah.
smooth bodies, smooth heads. But like when you look
Yeah.
at their skeletons, you're like, that's a ferocious monster.
Yeah,
But
because
really, it
it's
doesn't
like
look
a-
like a ferocious monster.
Isn't that the same like where dragons came from? Is like
And
ancient people were
Cyclops, too.
finding like ancient
Mhm.
remains, and they were like, this had to be a giant flying,
Um,
thing. And it's like, no. I
back
mean, if you
in,
put them
like,
together,
like a long time
yeah,
ago,
it could have been.
the myth of the Cyclops is because they were finding skeletons off the coast of by the Grecian islands. They were finding skeletal remains of pygmy elephants, and the pygmy elephant is much smaller. It's much smaller head, much smaller body, pygmy, and its eyes, like its eye sockets, were like one thing. So like it wasn't like two separate holes; it was like one hole. I don't know if they were one-eyed or what, but that their skulls have like just one gaping hole in the middle and then two tusks, and so they thought that was like a giant human with one eye because the skulls look similar. It's really
Yeah.
weird. So that's how the myth of Cyclops and stuff got started.
and then there was
And
also
the-
Cyclops.
Why it had tusks.